Hi, my name's Anna, and I'm an alcoholic, and I'm 24 years old. So I started at 15, and really didn't want to get in. I was kind of your star student, and didn't want to get in trouble with my parents. So I didn't drink a whole lot during high school. Every once in a while, and then especially towards the end when I was getting ready to graduate and all of that. But then I moved and went to college, and that was kind of when I really started drinking a lot, and when it started to affect other areas of my life significantly. When I got there, I didn't have a lot of friends, so I started making friends, and most of the friends that I made were people who also drank a lot and used drugs. So that was kind of the culture that I was exposed to in college. So August 20th was kind of my end date. I was just going to stop everything, and my life was going to be fine, and I was going to go to school, and alcohol and marijuana, all of that was not going to be a part of my life anymore. And so I tried that. It was around August 20th. That was kind of the date I had in mind. And I started withdrawing, and it was a pretty scary experience because I would wake up covered in sweat, and my hands were shaking a lot. And I couldn't really figure out what was going on because this wasn't, I attributed all of that to kind of anxiety and living alone for the first time in a new city, and not really wanting to connect that to how much I was drinking and how stopping drinking was messing up my body. Well, September 5th, that was the last day that I drank. I had gone out with a bunch of friends. I told them I was trying not to drink, so they brought me a bottle of vodka as a housewarming present, and we drank pretty much all of that bottle except for maybe that much. And we went out, and while we were out, I could still feel all the feelings that alcohol had always helped me not feel. And so my best friend, essentially, alcohol was not working and was now my enemy, basically, and working against me in terrible ways. So I went home. We went home that night, and I passed out and woke up September 6th at probably 5 o'clock in the morning, and in my head, and I don't know what this was, but in my head I saw two very clear paths that I was going to take. One, which was where I was going to go in the kitchen and finish that little bit of vodka left in that bottle, and die basically, or just, I was a very black end of the road kind of image in my head, or I was going to pick up the phone and call my parents and tell them that I needed help. And for whatever reason that morning I picked up the phone and called my mom and dad. I couldn't understand how these feelings were going to ever go away. And I was upset because I didn't know how I was going to be able to live my life without drinking, because that was the only thing that I knew how to deal with anything. And confused because I thought I had made this perfect life for myself in my mind. And how did I end up here? Like, how could this happen to me? What Nova did for me is really made me see that I had hope, that I could live a life without drugs and alcohol. And I didn't feel that, but the people around me showed that to me, and I needed to hear that. And then, really helped me see that my life wasn't a failure. Like, I had a lot of shame and guilt because I should have known better. My parents warned me about alcohol and drugs, and somehow I should have known that I shouldn't have done that. And they helped me see that it wasn't, I'm a really good person with a really nasty disease.